The other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Mixon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They go play action here on first down. McConnelly's got it over the middle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Montravius Adams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. from the gun. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Shotgun now for Rodgers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. First carry for Adrian Peterson as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Rodgers to throw on second down. Now he's flushed out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Tannehill finds a seam inside the 40. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jake Ryan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, Peterson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Franks for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Boyd. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Packers a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Rodgers again now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Tapper able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now he's forced out left. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
26. 50. 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Rodgers to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Nazir Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Wilson snags it left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him and spin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Give him 18 on that one. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play. Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Rodgers throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I know this may come a little bit out of left field, but have you ever shaken Adrian Peterson's hand?
Well, you told me it just engulfs yours.
I mean, it engulfs you, and it crushes you. All right, you get done shaking his hand, and you may not have a hand, which always surprises me later that he has as many fumbles as he has in a game. I wouldn't figure that anyone could get the ball out of his hands.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tannehill. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montravius Adams in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And able to find Conley. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
To throw is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throw left side complete. It's Kane. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tim Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
26.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Packers a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 2nd and 10 here. Rodgers now going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. This is fielded at the goal line. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start the drive with Peterson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jordan Phillips with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Packers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.